Hello and welcome to the virtual groom room. My name is Jack, your host, and today I am bringing you another shaving video. And my choice of soap today is from Lothur Grooming once again. And this is the last of the series, Dave. Dave has both a sentimental aspect to me and even more so to the owner of Lothur, Johnny. The sentimental aspect it has to me is because it reminds me of home. I moved to the US about 3 years ago, and whenever I smell tea, especially tea done like this, it just takes me back home and it just puts a smile on my face, and I can't explain what it is, and I think it's just the nostalgia of a good cup of tea. Being English, I'm obviously accustomed to the smell of tea, as you would expect, but there's based on this scent, it's just unbelievably English, and that's really what I would say, and that's how I'm going to title this video. I'm just going to say unmistakably English, because it frankly is. The reason why this has so much significance to Johnny himself is because this scent is inspired by Johnny's father, David, which is the namesake of the soap itself. His father loved a cup of tea, as most of us English guys do, but he's also a big fan of gardening, and that's the floral aspect of this scent. Obviously, kind of going into the previous video, talking about the loved one that passed away, unfortunately David did pass away, and obviously he carries huge significance to Johnny, being his father, right? So I think it's only apt that he makes a scent for him, and Dave is a remarkable scent. Dave is a scent that is tea forward with soft florals underneath, and I'm not saying like you're going to walk around smelling like a bouquet of flowers. You're not. This is a tea scent, but the florals add like this really sensual element to the scent. It's not just, oh, that smells of Earl Grey, like something like a Cheshire or fucking Albion from Phoenix and Bow. Like, this has a floral depth that really adds to the scent of the tea. Like, it's super well-rounded in the sense that it's not just the tea scent. It's so much more than that, and I really want you to smell it. I don't know how you get your hands on it. Like, if you're in the US, Razor Company sells it. If you're in the UK, Johnny will sell it to you directly. If you're in Europe, Johnny will sell it to you directly. I want you to get your nose on this, because I love it. This has gone up to in my top 5 favorite fragrances, favorite shaving scents. That's going to be our soap today, and I'm really looking forward to that. Our brush is newly acquired, and this is the Blood of Kings B11 by Declaration Grooming. Man, and looking forward to lathering with that today. And our razor is the Tatara Muramasa. This is the hybrid. This is the adjustable razor from Tatara. So I'm actually, I'm a disorganized YouTuber, so I'm gonna open a pack of, get a blade here now. I think I'm gonna use an Astra Green for today's shave, use up a box. Here it is. Let's open this, whack it in the razor, and then we'll get to prepping the face and lathering up. But yeah, Dave has a ton of significance from me. Also, it has more significance for Johnny, and I think that is, it's perfectly placed in this line. You know, I think the way he has approached his initial lineup, kind of look at those core tenets of Lothur in itself, and they represent those beautifully. And ultimately, that's kind of the sort of thing that speaks to me as a consumer. And even if I didn't receive these for free, which I did, I'd have bought them anyway, because yeah, there's just a level of significance they have, and I really appreciate that from a consumer standpoint. He's not just making scent for the sake of making scent. He's doing things because they mean something personally to him, and if you can attach yourself to that, the experience, I think, is heightened. From my perspective, some of you just want a nice vanilla scent or a nice lime scent, and that's perfectly fine. But from my perspective, when a little bit of extra thought's gone into it, and clearly Lothur's products, there has been a bit of extra thought, it means a ton to me. And that's why I'm happy to support Lothur as a brand and Johnny as a person. Not only is he a great person, that really cares about his products. He's started a brand that speaks to me. Yeah, man, it's just damn. So I'll be honest with you. So I've used a few things, and I've just wanted to go back to this. So I'll probably, ever since I received these, I've used these for probably 80% of my shaves. And as a hobbyist with quite a lot of soap, like I don't have as much as I used to, but I have about 30 soaps. That's kind of difficult for me. It just so happens that his main core line is so varied in terms of the scents that they apply for pretty much every type of day, no matter what mood I'm in. Tears is a little bit more lighthearted. Calm is perfect for the evening, and a cup of tea in the morning is pretty standard for us English. So I used to wake up, have a cup of tea, splash of milk with 2 sugars. I then reduced to 1 sugar, but initially it was 2 sugars and then some toast, just with butter. I don't eat marmalade or Marmite. Marmite's fucking horrible. If you don't know what Marmite is, I suggest you look it up. But the thing that I always hark back to in these videos for Lothur is the ease of use. If you're new and you're still struggling to get that lather technique, Lothur will come together for you with just a bit of an addition of water. But you don't need to stop there. The more water you add, the slicker and the better it gets. Pretty much like any good soap. But Lothur really rewards you for adding that water. Yeah, it's already coming together. Like, I loaded for a pretty bloody long time. So the fact that this is already coming together is pretty crazy to me. It's pretty crazy, I have to say. And like, let's talk a bit about disclosure for a sec. I'm the sort of person, so I'd say 98% of things I review on this channel I buy myself. And I think that goes for most of us who make videos. But just because I get a product for free doesn't mean I'm gonna lie about it. Like, I'm not sure how people view that. Maybe they just like the idea of disclosure, and that's fine. You can make your own opinion based on whether I get it for free or not. But ultimately, with this, before I reviewed it, I already made up my mind, because I went through the testing period. He's never gonna make the soap worse because he knows what he's doing. And there's also the case of saying we try very few bad products now. Like, most products are good products. So odds on, if I'm getting something for free, because of that ratio of good to bad products, I'm not going to get a bad product. I'm going to give it the credit it deserves. Now, I've said what I think Lothur can improve. I think the density can slightly improve, and I know he's working on that, whilst retaining all of the other amazing metrics the soap has, and that's good enough for me. You know, this soap is absolutely incredible, and I tell you that from experience. Am I trying to sell it to you? No, I'm just giving you my honest opinion on it, and I think it's amazing. And people say, oh, it's just soap, why are you getting excited? Why not get excited, you know? If you're a shaving hobbyist and you're not getting excited about good products, then I don't know. That's your decision, I guess. But when I try good products, it excites me, makes me happy, so on and so forth. Yeah, man. Leather's coming together really nicely. I think we're okay. I think we're okay, guys. tons of it. Can you see that sheen? That's what I really like about this. And there's been some flack for one of the ingredients Johnny uses. In the description below, I'm going to link an article about why dimethicone in shaving soap really isn't much of a problem, and why I think it's being completely overblown. But yeah, take a look at that. If you've been concerned about that, take that into account when you're thinking about buying the soap. I'm going to use this on setting 3 today. This is the Tatara Muramasa adjustable razor. So let's talk a bit about head geometry. We all have different faces, different types of beard, etc. And because of that, some razors work for people better than others. For example, there's a reason why I've stuck with the carve for so long. Well, there's 2 reasons. One, I probably have quite a lot of built up muscle memory with the carve. 2, the head geometry just works for me. There's a few spots on my face where I notice head geometry that doesn't quite work for me. And there's only a few razors really where I can shave over that comfortably. And those are typically the razors that stay. The soap is brilliant. For you guys that want an aftershave, I'm testing the aftershave at the moment. I'm not going to give too much away, aside from the fact that I think it's very good. Great first pass. Get some water on the face, and then we'll lather up for our second pass. Would you prefer me to cut this out? Because I can, you know. I just, I leave it in there really in case I'm saying anything important, but, well, I mean, it depends how important you think my words are. That's in the eye of the beholder, I guess, but. I used to cut it out. No one complained about me cutting it out. I've stopped doing it because I talk a lot more in my videos than I did initially. Yeah, look at that. Lovely. Lovely jubbly is the English will say. Man, oh man. This B11 is pretty damn dense. It has this like gentle scrub that I actually really like. I mean, damn, this is so. Just the sheen, the sheen, it's just funny. Like it's so shiny, and I really like it because it looks super well hydrated. Because it is super well hydrated, I poured water into that shit. When I first started with this, I was quite careful about the water I added, but then I just came to the conclusion that I could just take it, so I pile it in now. My wife tried this soap and absolutely loved it, so I got her one. Her favorite from the lineup is Calm. She likes them all though. If you've ever tried a soap called Paganini's Violin, it's quite similar, but I prefer this. I think it's better. Both the floral and tea forward elements are quite prominent in this, when I think quite the opposite in Paganini's. So the way Johnny wanted to portray this scent is that it was sweet and floral, with like a slight powdery edge. But ultimately tea would be at the forefront. So I'll show you the spot where my face notices head geometry that doesn't quite work, and it's here, right here. I'm going to turn this right down so I can get that spot. Put it on 1 literally, because okay, so it can tolerate it on 1. What about 2? Okay, it's doable on 2. And 2 is so mild. Great shave, guys. Where are we for time? Oh, we're alright. Okay, so I'm actually not going to use a post shave product because I never see the use of one. Frankly, the post of this soap gives a balm-like post shave anyway, so just don't really need it. But if he releases a splash for these scents, I pick them up because I just want to smell the scents a little bit longer. Because they're lovely. Wonderful. Okay, let me rinse off the gear, clean the face, and I'll be back for the final thoughts. See you soon. Hey guys. It's a good shave if I've ever had one. Missed a little bit here. Very nice. Let me show you what I used today and I'll let you guys go. So Dave, my favorite of the 3. It's really hard for me deciding my favorite of the 3, to be honest with you. But Dave probably has the most sentimentality to me in terms of the scent, so I'd put it at the top there. Both Calm and Tears are also wonderful. For me, it probably goes Dave, Calm, Tears. I love Tears, but the scent, I love Lavender too. So I'm just conflicted. They're all lovely. I suggest you try them all if you haven't already. I think they're brilliant. If you don't want to, then that's fine too. Do whatever you want. What did I use today? So I used Dave. I used this Declaration B11, this Blood of Kings. The pour on this is lovely. It's like a pearlescent red. Really, really nice. I'm really happy with that B11 note. Good thing it's not that B12, eh? And then my razor of choice today is the Tatara Muramasa adjustable razor. Best adjustable razor ever made, in my humble opinion. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. If you're new around here, please subscribe if you haven't already. I would very much appreciate it. Apart from that, my name is Jack, your host from the virtual groom room. Wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful day, and goodbye for now.